Welcome, brothers and sisters, to my NALC convention report. I attended the 71st NALC Biennial Convention in Detroit, Michigan, the week of July 16th through the 20th, along with 6 other Branch 20 delegates, including Norm St. Arnold, June Rosella Martin, Kate Tavernier, Tom Sagnella, David Adeyemi, and Jolanda Velez Roberti. Over 5,000 delegates from around the country also attended. Before the official sessions even began, I attended the Effective Branch Communications Workshop on Monday at 7 a.m., at which I accepted, on behalf of Branch 20, the 3rd place award for Best Website. I began setting up this website in July of 2016 and had it online on January of 2017. Currently, Brother Brandon Jones works with me to maintain the site. It is located at nalcbranch20.org. Monday's session began with the introduction of past NALC officers and national business agents, including many of the colleagues I had worked with for many years. It is always heartwarming to see and feel the respect extended to these former officers and business agents by the delegates assembled. President Rolando was then introduced to a standing ovation and spoke for over an hour on many important topics, beginning with elections have consequences, which he was referring to the recent 2016 national election that put a single party in control of the White House, as well as both congressional chambers, and not to mention the courts. And he noted, these consequences have been largely negative for the Postal Service, letter carriers, and American workers. After outlining the challenges before us, Rolando made clear, you can count on one thing for sure. NALC will be the center of the fight to preserve and to strengthen the Postal Service for the 21st century. For the money needed to help Friends of Letter Carriers get elected, NALC relies upon the Letter Carrier Political Fund. And as President Rolando says, we don't need a lot of money from anybody. We just need a few dollars from a whole lot of members, and we got our war chest. Branch 20 has 1,030 members. 182 contribute to the Letter Carrier Political Fund. 848 do not. Enough said. Tuesday's session included a recognition of all letter carrier military veterans. Also recognized and honored were the participants of the 1970 Wildcat Postal Strike. It also included a number of speakers, including Flight Attendant CWA President Sarah Nelson, Mail Handlers President Paul Hogregan, and APW President Mark Diamondstein. Constitutional amendments and resolutions were also debated and voted upon, including a proposed resolution that was rejected by the delegates, which suggested that letter carriers who were at least 55 years of age with 20 years of service or who had 30 years of service at any age should not be forced to work off their bid assignment. Wednesday's session included delegates nominating candidates for election to the NALC Executive Council. Carriers will be receiving ballots this fall to vote on 10 contested national officer positions, 3 national trustees, and national business agents in 3 of the 15 regions. In our region, New England Region 14, RAA and Branch 25 member Rick DeCecca was elected national business agent by acclamation. Branch 20 officers, stewards, and members endorsed Rick early on, and we look forward to working with him. Thursday's session focused around letter carriers' roles and their power to effect positive change beyond the workplace. Delegates attended this session were wearing blue letter carrier political fund t-shirts, which they earned by being a contributor to the NALC Letter Carrier Political Fund. It was a sea of blue with all but just a handful of the 55 delegates proudly wearing one of the t-shirts. One of the most dramatic, effective speakers of the day was Andy Barkin from the Center for Popular Democracy, who was an advocate on Capitol Hill for progressive change. Barkin began his speech by saying the country's values of justice and equity are under attack from a president who cares only about profits, not people. Barkin, who has ALS and needs Medicaid to help pay for his care, urged letter carriers to help effect positive change beyond the workplace. In a compassionate plea for support, he told the delegates, I am losing my ability to speak, so I am asking people to be my voice. I am losing my ability to walk, so I am asking people to march for me, to vote to replace these Republicans in Congress with people who listen to families like ours. He urged the delegates to not only turn out in force for the midterm elections in November, but to use our power of solidarity to work as community organizers committed to a different vision than that of the president's. And on Friday, the closing day, the convention heard from both Democratic and Republican congressmen, AFL-CIO President Richard Trumka and House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi. Pelosi ended her speech with a strong defense of letter carriers, saying, to those who wish to kill your jobs and curb your benefits and cut your wages and want to contract out your work and close your doors, to those who wish to end six-day delivery, eliminate door delivery, and erode your service, we say no. The 71st Biannual Convention adjourned Friday, July 20th at 12:59 p.m.